After 4 long years of building our home, our solar power system, our farm infrastructure, and our business, we are finally knee-deep in construction for the bedroom wing addition. We thought it would be easier the second time around, but we've already hit speed bumps.
The issue is the rebar is a little bit outside of where the wall should be.
And have begun to question if we have what it takes to build a house for the second time.
Deja vu.
Deja vu. Hopefully this one goes a little bit faster.
So the first order of business today is going to be fixing our rebar mishap. The wall that runs down from the safe room straight all the way down to the opposite end of the house had a section of rebar that's supposed to be inside the forms that is in the incorrect spot.
All Aaron's fault.
Okay. Luckily, it's not that big of a redo. We pretty much just have to drill some new holes, cut the bottom of the rebar, and move it all over, and then voila, we're back on track, right?
Right.
You can't go through a build without any mistakes here and there. And I think that if we can keep on the track of just making minor mistakes that are fixable and nobody gets injured, then, you know, we're doing all right.
By the time you shot that nail gun in your hand.
That was fixable. You pulled it right out for me. Lily, we are not going to do this today, girl.
No, you're not. Did you mess my line up again?
Yes. You're silly.
So where the rebar needs to be is 9 foot 4 inches on the side of that wall. Not on the outside, but in the center.
I'm good. Are you good?
We're good, girl. That's hoofed up.
Is it going to fit?
I hope so.
The doubt in your voice is like not very comforting.
You're tight, girl. You're very tight. It's okay. I'm gonna cut the bottom of the rebar. It's only 4 sticks, so it's not that big of a deal. Once they're cut, I'll drive new rebar in, pull all the rebar over without disconnecting anything, and tie it all together. Yeah, no big deal at all, eh?
Nah, very easy. So now we can just focus on finishing up this entire back section.
Yes.
Straight runs and a couple turns.
Yes. Rebar's moved. Now we'll measure it again, see if it's in the right location. I'm about to be in the wrong spot again. 'Cause I did a measurement, and I marked it, and then I eyeballed all the holes.
Right.
But
But
it's
just keep
close.
in mind, it's always fixable. It's not like the footer's in the wrong spot.
If I can do it a third time, I'm gonna be pissed. You know what I mean?
It's your own fault. You didn't measure.
17 foot 4, 3/4.
Love is sweet as honey. Sunflower, sounds of the evening.
How's that looking?
Cut through,
We're established, girl. We'll start rolling.
swing to the rhythms of you. You gotta know how much I want you. 'Cause I want you.
We were able to reuse all of the existing forms for the straight runs that we've been doing working on this last wall that's going to go around the foundation. However, now that we're on to the turns, we're going to have to take a little bit of a different approach. Those long stretches are not going to work for us and everything's going to need to be modified. So what the plan is we're going to go through, we're going to disassemble some of the forms, cut them down to size, put just the plywood portion in place, and then we can go back and reuse the rest of the 2x4s, cut those down to size, and attach them as bracing on the outside. So it's not going to be quite as easy, but we knew that. That's why we started with the straight runs. And
Very time consuming.
You gotta know how much I want you. 'Cause I want you. You
So it's about one more day with the formwork and we're done, girl. Ready for concrete. Ready to start cutting wood and building.
Yeah, raising walls.
Yep, raise the roof.
That's gonna be hard.
Yeah.
That's gonna be
It's
really
gonna be a little tricky.
Kitty.
What are you doing?
She's getting old. I don't think she even knows what she's
here.
doing anymore.
Yeah, so. Go take the glam for a walk and see if she wants to play with her friends.
The glam? Sure.
The glam? That's
Yeah.
that what I said? I should say the lamb.
She is very beautiful.
We are steadily working towards reintroducing Lily back into the flock. She's the smallest of all the lambs born this year and doesn't know what life is like as anything beyond a human companion. As much as we love her company and are happy that we could save her, we know that her best life awaits her out in the pasture, where she will one day be able to live as she was naturally meant to.
Okay. You hear them? They're calling you. Do you hear that? Do you know what they're saying? You gotta go over there and hang out a little bit, okay? Be gentle, Leon. Okay? It's okay, Lily. Everybody's making their way over. What do you think? You recognize anybody? You're okay, honey. It's okay. Millie and Leon are here checking her out. You're okay. I gotcha. She's a little nervous. You see everybody? I know, Lee. You're kind of big and intimidating, you know? She's still adjusting, but everybody's been really friendly. They're just not used to keeping her with them, so she stays with us for now, right? You'll be out there one day. Lily, bedtime.
Yesterday we completed 3 of the 5 turns. That's huge for us because that was the hardest part, getting that stuff solidified. Now that it's done, today we're gonna pick back up on the opposite side and just start running it around. All we gotta do is pull a tape measure out and measure our wood, cut, and screw together.
Before we go too far, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna re-pull that line and double check our measurements, just because Lily, the lamb, has been up here chewing on all of our lines. And last thing we need is to get down the road and then realize that she so sweetly pulled us off of our mark. I don't think Josh would be thrilled.
That's not her fault, you know, she's a little baby, you know.
Just playing.
Just playing, she's let her play here. This corner of this building is the quagmire of this entire build so far. As you guys know, we installed water lines, communication line, and a gas line through here a few years back before the design of this house. And right in the corner of the building is where everything's at. That water line actually comes up right through here at the corner of this foundation. It's not too big of a deal. It's going to be a little bit of a workaround, to say the least. The gas line was a perfect workaround. The water line, not so much. But I have a plan for it.
Yeah, so as most of you guys probably know, when we first moved here almost 5 years ago, the 5 of us were living in a small little RV, and we just wanted to build a house initially for like phase 1 that was big enough for all 5 of us to get out of the RV.
Yeah, 270 square feet.
Yeah.
So it's
And
nice.
we lived in there for like about the first 2 years while we got this A-frame built. And the plan was once we got this A-frame built and we were living inside, then we would tackle all of the bedrooms and the rest of the house. Because there's actually no bedrooms, like official bedrooms inside that A-frame.
No.
So that's why we ran water lines and gas lines and communication lines just where we ran them at.
And we didn't have an idea how we want to build the backside of the house
Yeah.
in the first place. So we didn't. I don't think we anticipated it coming out the backside this far. I think maybe we actually anticipated it going further back that way, but
Yeah, we had no idea, but we also didn't know the things that we were going to need. Like we didn't know that we were going to need space for a lot of like the food processing and
Yeah.
dehydrating and canning. We didn't know we were going to need an office.
nope.
We, just we didn't know.
As
We
time-
were winging it.
As time went on with everything we're doing here, we realized we needed more stuff than we originally planned.
Yeah, more than just bedrooms.
More than just bedrooms, and then here we go.
Now we're just going to build the house around the water line. And it'll be a great story to tell.
It's gonna be on top of that part of the water line.
Okay, even better. We're going to build it on top of the water line. That sounds really good, doesn't it?
You know, that's perfect.
Down and I hit the lights. Close my eyes on a quiet night. Half in a dream and asleep until I hear little drops on my windowsill. I know that sound. The smell of daunting rain. She moves.
Good.
Good.
All right, that side was 30 foot 4, even. This side's 30 foot 3 3/4 of an inch. I think that's square enough. We're a 1/4 inch out with the plywood. Call it a day. That's a win in my book, girl. The exterior wall forms are completely done. We're squared up. We're in location. And looking back at the water line now, where it's at, it can't stay there. It's actually halfway into the wall and coming out, and we can't pour concrete that way. It's actually starting to leak at the coupling where we spliced it up at because we're banging around getting the forms on top. So I know what we need to do. It's not ideal, but the best way to do it is to dig out that dirt on the other side of the footer, dig down to the water line, snip it, bring it up, and then reconnect it and get it out of this wall completely, and we'll have no issues.
It's not what we were expecting when we first looked at it. I don't think we thought that it was going to go
Yeah.
through the wall the way that it
If we
did.
if we leave it this way and we pour it and we call it done, I wouldn't feel good about it, and I wouldn't sleep very well either. So do the right thing. We'll just dig it out and fix it. What are the next big steps here?
I'd so comforting.
Looks like it's about time to start building a house again.
It's very familiar from what it was years back,
Yeah,
right?
deja vu.
Deja vu. Hopefully this one goes a little bit faster.
Hey, we're experienced this time. Kinda.
Kinda. I wouldn't call myself experienced, you know?
We're experienced in winging it.
Oh, I'm winging it.